Now we look at this question number 6. This is another IIT question that was asked. Two equal point charges are fixed at x equal to minus a and x equal to plus a on the x-axis. So here, maybe over here is the origin, and x equal to minus a, you have a charge q whose coordinates are minus a comma 0. And another charge, two equal point charges, another charge is again q, which is at position plus a comma 0. And another point charge plus q is placed at the origin. So here at the origin, you are keeping a charge plus q. So you have three charges here, q at a distance a here, q at a distance a here, and at the origin you have a charge plus q. Find change in electric potential energy when capital Q is displaced by small distance along x-axis. So first I take, okay, what will be the electric potential energy now? Initial, it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by A. Doesn't matter, we just want the magnitude of the separation. Q into Q divided by A for this and this combination plus Q into Q divided by 2A. So the initial potential energy at the moment is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. It is small q by A, which is common, and inside it will be capital Q, 2 capital Q plus Q by 2. This is initial potential energy. What will happen if there is a small displacement that we make? What will happen if this charge Q is shifted, say, by x? So if this capital Q is shifted by x, it means this time this gap is how much? A plus x. And this gap is how much? It is A minus x. So what will be the new potential energy? So I would say the new potential energy will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q, capital Q by A plus x plus Q, capital Q by A minus x plus Q into Q divided by 2A. So the final potential energy will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. It is going to be A square minus x square, and A minus x, Q into capital Q will be out. A minus x plus A plus x, so it is going to be 2A, and plus Q square by 2A. Question is, find change in electric potential energy. So I am looking for change in electric potential energy. So when I say change in electric potential energy, it will be U final minus U initial. U final minus U initial will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This Q square by 2A will get cancelled in both. So we will have it 2A into Q by A square minus x square minus 2QQ by A. So here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 2 small q capital Q can be taken out, and you are getting it A by A square minus x square minus 1 by A. So we are getting it 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 small q capital Q a square minus x square, and here a square minus a square plus x square. So change in potential energy will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2q x square by a into a square minus x square. And if x is very small, if x is very small than a, then this change in potential energy can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2q x square by a cube. So that's how we can find the change in potential energy or the work required for this process. So this was question number 6 for you. Question number 7 and 8. They are slightly changed concept. You should remember that for competitive exams, those questions which involve the mixing of two concepts, they are most important. Like conservation of momentum is mixed with electrostatic potential energy. It's a good question for your competitive exam. So like question number 7, I have taken question number 7 here. An alpha particle with kinetic energy 10 mega electron volt. You know alpha particle will have a charge which is plus 2e and will have a mass 4 times of mass of proton. So an alpha particle which has a kinetic energy of 10 mega electron volt. When I say kinetic energy is 10 mega electron volt, what does that mean? It means 10 into 10 to the power 6 electron volt, and 1 electron volt is 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Is heading towards a stationary tin nucleus of atomic number 50. So one side you have an alpha particle which was having a charge of plus 2e, and this is heading towards a tin nuclei which is having a charge of plus 50. It is heading towards it. This alpha particle was having some kinetic energy, was having some speed. Calculate distance of closest approach. Now what do we mean by distance of closest approach? Distance of closest approach is where the most closest distance where the system will be at rest. So obviously, when this alpha particle is coming towards it, so initially it was here, it was having some velocity, say v. Finally, this alpha particle comes and stops somewhere. Why will it stop? If final velocity is 0, maybe it stopped at a separation, say r, and initially it was at a separation infinity. It stopped finally at a separation r. Initially it was at a separation infinity when it was having that kinetic energy. What all is happening here? I would say when it was far off, then electric potential energy of the system was 0 and it was certainly having some kinetic energy. But as it is coming closer to it, it is like two charges, one plus 50 and one plus 2e. The two charges are brought close. So work has to be done because electrostatic potential energy is increasing. Work has to be done, and that work is done on the expense of kinetic energy of that alpha particle. So where finally it is coming to rest, it means initial kinetic energy of alpha particle is now converted into potential energy of system. So when at this position, the initial kinetic energy of alpha particle is converted into potential energy of the system. Tin nucleus is so heavy that we can't expect it to move. It is not moving. It is stable. But only the alpha particle which was coming with some kinetic energy is coming to halt here. At that time, the whole kinetic energy of alpha particle has converted into electric potential energy of the system. The work done to bring those charges from infinite to that distant apart will be stored in the form of electric potential energy, and that work is on the expense of kinetic energy of alpha particle. No other energy is provided here. So I will say initial kinetic energy of alpha particle is what? 10 to the power 7 into 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 joule. This one. And potential energy of the system is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2E into plus 50 divided by R. Maybe they are stopping at a gap R. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, we will put its value as 9 into 10 to the power 9, and thus the value of R will be 14.4 into 10 to the power minus 12 minus 15 minus 15 meter. It should be 14.4 into 10 to the power minus 15 meter, or we can say 14.4 Fermi will be the final gap. Question number 8. There is a slight change from the previous concept. A proton moves with a speed of 7.45 10 to the power 5 meter per second directly towards a free proton originally at rest. This time, proton is moving towards a proton. It means both are having the same mass. So the second one will move now. Like, you have a proton here. It has a charge mass mp, and it has an initial speed what? 0. And at the same time you have another proton which has a mass mp, but it is moving with some speed u. I can call it u1 is equal to u. I can call it u2 is equal to 0. So this proton is moving towards the another proton which is at rest. Find the distance of closest approach for these two protons. No other friction. So finally what may happen is, if it was a tin nuclei, it would just come. Half kinetic energy was converted into electric potential energy. But in this system, what we will obtain is this first proton and this second proton. They are both moving with the same velocity and with some gap between them. What will be that common velocity? We will do it by conservation of momentum. You know, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Now m1 is mp, u1 was u, m2 was mp, but its velocity was 0. Later m is moving with the velocity v, second m is also moving with the velocity v. So the common velocity will be u by 2 of both of them. And now if I am writing the equation of, energy, can I say total initial energy, it is always conservation of energy is equal to total final energy of system. Total initial energy of system was only kinetic energy, half mp into u square. There was no potential energy because they were infinite distant apart. But later on, they are kept at a gap r and both are moving. So they will have half mp into v square plus half mp into v square. Both will have this kinetic energy. At the same time, they will have a potential energy plus E into plus E by R. Now you have the value V as U by 2. So this is going to be U square by 4. This is going to be U square by 4. So finally you are getting it half MP U square minus half MP into 2 of U square by 4 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught E square by R. So this is half mp U square. So you will be getting half, I am writing it here, half mp into U square is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into E square by R. Now this U is given 7.45 10 to the power 5. Mass of proton will be what? 1.67 10 to the power minus 27 kg. U is given to you 7.45 10 to the power 5. The value of charge we know 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So by calculating we will get the radius 10 to the power minus 12 meter. It means finally they will both move together and they will have a common velocity which is half of that previous, and also they will have a separation of 10 to the power minus 12 meter. So these 8 questions on electric potential energy have given you a very good insight about the concept that you learn, how to use it in different situations.